I'm Dave Loughran from Awesemo.com, coming at you with a little bit of a different video this week for one simple reason. I'm here to dispel the narrative that Michael Thomas is no better than a middle third-round draft pick for the 2021 season. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet, and let's dive into it. Oh, and before we start, we got a new channel. Awesemo Fantasy Football channel is exclusively fantasy football content. So if you're watching this on our daily fantasy sports on our main channel, head over there, check out all the great content we've been producing for the past couple of weeks. Michael Thomas turned in a wildly disappointing campaign in 2020 with no singular reason for why he was so bad. Thomas suffered a high ankle sprain in week 1 and missed 3 weeks as a result. Then he was suspended for a game after being involved in an altercation with a teammate. Finally set to make his return after a 4-week hiatus, Thomas pulled his hamstring in practice and missed another 2 games. Returning in week 9, Thomas was able to stay healthy, or at least healthy enough to play for 6 weeks before injuring his ankle and missing the final 3 games of the year. But it's pretty obvious that Thomas was never healthy last season. And even if he was, he didn't exactly have the best quarterback. This is not Drew Brees slander, I promise you. He's one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game. I love the guy. But it's no surprise he retired after last year and clearly looked like a shell of his old self when on the field. And when Brees went down for several weeks, Taysom Hill replaced him and averaged 28 passes per game, of which Thomas still saw a 33% target share in those 4 weeks. Thomas finished the season with 438 yards on 40 receptions across 7 games and somehow never found the end zone. But I'm 100% willing to throw this season completely out the window. Look, the wide receiver 1 from 2019 and wide receiver 7 or better in every full season since he's played, Thomas oozes with upside heading into 2021. And he could legitimately be one of the best values you draft at his current mid-third round ADP. In his first 4 NFL seasons, Thomas averaged 118 receptions, 151 targets, 1,378 yards, and 8 touchdowns with a 78% reception rate. And if Brees being gone concerns you, consider this. Thomas was Hill's clear top target as a starter last year, and the wide receiver 1 during the 6 games Teddy Bridgewater was under center in 2019. Enter Jameis Winston, who may not be an elite real-life quarterback, at least he hasn't been up until this point, but can turn his pass catchers into fantasy gold. In 2019, Chris Godwin finished as the wide receiver 2 in only 14 games, while Mike Evans was the wide receiver 16 despite missing 3 games himself. Winston didn't start every game in 2018, but he had 2 top 25 receivers again, with one of them being Adam Humphries. Godwin finished as the wide receiver 26th. So assuming Winston starts for the Saints this year, there should be absolutely no hesitation when it comes to peppering Thomas with targets. Hell, I wouldn't be shocked if Thomas led the league in looks for the 2nd time in 3 years, as the other pass catchers on the Saints roster not named Alvin Kamara are Traquan Smith, Marquez Callaway, Deontay Johnson, and second-year tight end Adam Troutman. He may not be a lethal deep threat, but no one can rack up the yards as consistently and easily as Thomas can. He's a PPR monster with one of the most fantasy-friendly quarterbacks we've seen in years and a dearth of surrounding pass catchers to take away opportunities. In 2016, when Mike Evans was the only legitimate receiving threat on the Bucs aside from Adam Humphries, Winston targeted him 172 times with double-digit targets in 10 of 16 games and a stellar wide receiver 3 finish on the year. An elite bounce-back season from Thomas isn't only possible, it's likely to happen. I'm ranking him right behind Calvin Ridley in PPR formats right now and can see a clear path to a top 5 season or better from Thomas in 2021. Thanks for watching, and be sure to head over to Awesemo.com for all of your fantasy football needs, and we'll catch you back here on the next one.